Silicon Technologies.
Moving next to panel discussion, we would like to welcome our moderator and panelist. Now let's move on to introduce the moderator, Mr. Nazri, Chief Business Officer, Silicon Technologies. We would like to invite honorable panelists. Please join us on the stage. First, we invite Mr. Ahmed Aftab, Group CIO, Ibrahim Group of Industries. Next, we honor to invite Mr. Fahad Ahmed, Jubilee General Insurance, Head of Information Technology. Join us as well, Brigadier Irfan Afzal Sahab, Executive Director Information Technology, DHA Karachi. Finally, we have Syed Ali Bukhar Saab, Head of Information Technology, Lawrence Pakistan.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. On behalf of Silicon Technologies, we welcome our distinguished panelists to this technology talk. And thank you for joining us. Today we'll explore the key trends and emerging technologies, especially shaping the IT landscape in Pakistan. And focusing on emerging technologies, which is our theme today, we'll be exploring a range of topics, starting with digital transformation, just like Sarsa explained, cybersecurity, IoT, artificial intelligence, and many more. But we'll try to highlight the opportunities we have at this point and the challenges we are facing currently, and especially how we can address them and fix them. So without further delay, let's start our conversation on digital transformation first. So at Ibrahim Fibers, you have extensive experience. So in your opinion, what cultural and organizational changes, because organizational culture is also very key and crucial when we are managing digital transformation. So what do you think that it is necessary to drive successful digital transformation, especially in our Pakistan market?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Sound respect of change management and acceptance in the industry. Currently, I am working with the textile and FMCG group. It's a nine group of companies, well known as Orient Textile Mills. As our distinguished guest initially said that management commitment is very key point in respect of the digital transformation. I'm thinking beyond this that management involvement is very important in any business, especially in not only in textile, in FMCG, also in all different industries. The first thing that being a implementer, we should realize our management and all the stakeholders of the business and directly and indirect customers, that what is digital transformation and how it reacts with our business. In fact, we all thinking that everybody is going towards artificial intelligence, everybody is going to implement IoT related setups in the organization. But the most important, right now, the most important in my point of view is the data, as that whoever is own good data, they will rule the world. Such as Facebook, such as other different platforms. Elon Musk is also working for the data, but for good data, you should have good infrastructure and other facilities which you have mentioned in the walls and outside wall. We cannot neglect it. So, if you are preparing your digital transformation map in the organization or in your business, you must involve good infrastructure and technology setup to get good data. On this good data, you can get good information and take good decisions. So, in my point of view, digital transformation as I think that I am also the student of digital transformation, we are learning here and implementing different type of solution in our businesses as our group comprises on FMCG. We have food related business, Pakistan dairy product, USP, and the well-known Orient textile mills. So it's a very versatile type of integration which we are implementing in our organization. And the most important key point is that the management involvement is making us to get our milestones easily with the help of different partners like Silicon and others, and getting good results. It is just like a caterpillar becoming the butterfly, but we are not in the phase of the butterfly, but alhamdulillah, our vision is high, and most of the organization vision is high, and they are moving forward for the digital transformation.
Great. So you have revalidated actually, sir, perspective of data, because data is the economy right now. So moving toward Farsa, you have been instrumental in executing digital transformation at many platforms. So in your opinion, how do you see digital transformation impacted in Pakistan, and what are the key challenges you have faced during your journey?
Thank you so much. First of all, I'm audible. Thank you. So, first of all, thank you for a fantastic speech and again highlighting a lot of key pointers that are the crux that form the crux of digital transformation. So, coming up from some points from that and taking a lead from what Sir has said. So, adequate engagement or involvement. Adequate is very important of the senior management, and you cannot neglect the anticipation of the resistance, change resistance part that was mentioned earlier, because they go hand in hand. So, the most important thing, you have a fantastic strategy, you may have good consultant, you may have good tool. The most important thing that the vision and that the message has to be, communicated down as well, because it has to be cascaded well, understood by the people. And the most important part, what I have seen, the biggest challenge in organization and industries is, you focus on the technology part a lot more than on the people part. Because change management have technology and the people part. The enablement of the people is very much important. So there's a common misconception that either we don't have the right people or they will learn along the way. No, you have to prepare them before you embark on this journey. That's very much important. And the biggest challenge that comes when you are on a journey of digital transformation is execution. Strategy, because a lot of us are trained and you're very well versed in developing strategy. Only few of us are very good at executing things that sometimes go beyond our major level. To taking evasive actions, getting used to massive change results that are not aligned with your results or aligned with your plan as well. And then taking management along with that journey, because they have different anticipations of the project, and the people who are working at the ground level have totally different experiences. So aligning both is very much important. Somebody who has that gut in him or in her to take that along and to wrestle both parts of the journey is very much crucial. That's the missing element that I have found in various of the transformation projects I've been part of.
Great. So we use the term organizational change management. Actually, you have explained that term very well, and this is the key part also during this phase.
Yeah, because what I see is like HR is being used to onboard people, experts who are relevant for the project, and they are working on change management, how implementation works after it goes live. But there's a huge element of the implementation journey as well. The people who have been part of the company for 14 years, 15 years, and they're used to a certain way of doing work. You need to put them, you need to make, you need to bring them on board as well, remove their insecurities, and also give them a vision that how their life will be elevated afterwards, how they will be utilized, how valuable they are. So once these of the elements are being put together, then you have a very realistic implementation journey.
Great, thank you. Moving towards Priyanka. So, what are the potential risks and challenges? Because we have not discussed about the risk of digital transformation at this point of time. And have you initiated any projects at your end?
Right now, I've joined
Here we are undertaking some projects which are ERP solution implementation. Then there are data center upgradation which we have done. But giving a reference to what I have been doing for the last 5 years, I can just tell the most important thing where we tend to lose the focus of the management is the strategic planning part. Because if you are able to think through while you are making the strategic plan, then it means that you have been able to decide the right technology, the right infrastructure, and the right scope. Right scope is what is the most important thing where you should be able to make your management, the top management understand that this is the right scope for this model. Because in our environment, once we go for implementing the projects, you tend to mostly rely on solutions which can be integrated in our environment. Things are to be bought, brought, configured, then the process for the TOT starts. So the timelines, if we are able to cater for those, and we have kept the strategic plan which is able to provide the wherewithal for the unforeseen event. We have to actually focus on this to make this thing happen. Because if you are to see the technology evolution in the age of end-tier data centers, one could see that the third world countries were using those, or they were like, beginning to use the desktop PCs, and they were introducing LANs. So once the world went for the backplane integration for 40G and 100G, we then started deploying end-tier data center architecture. Once you talk of cyber, it's a vast field. Starting from one side, if you talk of the network detection and response, you have a tiered approach, security event. Every event further leads you to the type of analysis. Can this be a static or dynamic? And then on the endpoint detection and response. So if you see today, there are companies or there are sectors in even Pakistan which are using third-party products which are like open source. Same is true, like once they made their strategic plans, they were able to get the approvals for only these products. But once you go for customized solutions or you want to go for the proprietary solutions, one has to really see which are those areas where you will be able to get the right ROI and you will be able to get the management support for that particular investment. So if you have faltered in your strategic planning, for instance, if you have embarked on an ERP where you could have managed with a lower level solution, probably a clean architecture, so it means that you have actually moved yourself for something which is more challenging, which will have different effort for it. So in my understanding, it is the scope escalation. One has to be very clear. If it is there, you need to have clear understanding. Change management will always be there. These are the constants. But if as a planner, if you are able to make a strategic plan where you can get the support from your management and then you know all the intangibles, if those are covered, hopefully every project is done successfully.
Thank you, sir. Very well said. Moving to Ali Waka, sir. We have just discussed that we have completed, mashallah, a couple of successful digital transformation projects already. And as Ansar sir just said, that bigger size is not the edge. Fast response and being agile is very important. So you know that new startups are coming up, and these companies, can you think that these companies can have the leverage towards the digital transformation to compete the large organization? And do you think that can they contribute towards our economy?
Assalamu alaikum. Am I audible now?
Yes.
Actually, if I want to give you some examples of ourselves and the people we are working on. First thing is the intention. Your intention should be very clear. You should be very dedicated, and you should have a very clear dream where you want to be. As you gave example of Raspberry, BlackBerry, Kodak, they used to be. They are not now. So if you want to be in the future, there will be only two type of companies in the world after 5-6 years. One, no company, and the one which will be using this digital transformation, AI, and all the transformations which right now we are going through. They will only survive. So the thing is change management. So change management is the thing where people comes a reluctance within inside itself. If you want to change the culture, you want to change the habit of the people, the reluctance comes not in within your own personality and also in your companies also. So your intention should be very clear. You should your dream should be big, and dedication. You talk about small companies. Yes, we are working with small companies who are working much far better than the bigger companies in Pakistan. I had all the proof with myself. We are working with small companies. We are giving them billions of dollars of business from inside Pakistan. So what if you ask me what was my dream? I've been grown up in Pakistan, spent my life outside a couple of countries also. So I said, what is the purpose I am serving here in Pakistan? So I should have a very clear dream. What I can do myself for this country. I cannot control this or what mess is going on because this is not my area of influence. This is my area of concern, but I cannot influence. So what I can influence? So I dreamed. What I dreamed, I said, I need to bring this business to inside Pakistan. So when 8 years back I joined Dollars, and when I used to be a part of Dlink, so my CEO asked, what is your dream? I said, what he's asking. Maybe sometime I will become a head of IT somewhere. So I said him this. He said, that is the max. Okay. And then within those 8 years or 7-9 years of time, then I realized, so to some extent I will be able to reach to my dream. So what I can do for my country, for my people. These are the rest of the things, strategy, planning, leadership. You listen, you teach, you learn, you study every day. Every day we discuss in our, maybe you are doing some MBA or you are listening some lecture, doing course and all. But another thing is also this, you need to dream big. If you are sincere enough, you have all the strategy, you have the whole well-team with you and everything. But if you do not dream, you do not have a certain direction, you cannot perform. So these small companies whom we are working, they have a very clear dream with us that they want to serve. They want to serve with some perfection, with some dedication. But we are not getting this dedication with companies in Pakistan, and I am a proof of it. Actually, it varies, but if you talk about other regions, you will get there. We've been working with some companies from India also. They are far more better than, or even on the dedication side, if you ask, commitment side also. Interpersonal marketing skills, how to we need to get the business. What, right? So that's where what actually we lack.
Very well said. So your summary is a clear intent with a clear vision.
Yeah, with clear vision, with a big dream you should have. Yes. Then you will reach to the right direction.
Very well said. So moving towards cybersecurity, which is also one of the key pillar and very crucial challenge for IT right now. So with the rise of remote work, especially after COVID, what do you think that new cybersecurity challenges we have emerging in Pakistan and how we should address them?
Yes, cybersecurity is really very crucial for any organization working locally or doing some export business or involved in some external entities all over the world, such as we are. Not only in COVID, basically the threat was also there when the COVID was not here, but the COVID gave good awareness to the people, that because most of the people migrated from local or to the digital world. In respect of cyber security controls and measures, right now most of the organizations are well aware of it, and they know that the internal and external challenges are very crucial. Not only the external, that in respect of if you are on cloud or if you are working remotely, you should protect your data, all type of data, not only the digital data, the voice data and the other data. It should be in controlled manners, having some different type of layers which we implement using our technology techniques. Also, the internal threats are also there, which we cannot neglect. It's a part of security and fall in the cyber security. And being a technology expert, we see that what type of controls or leakages we can do, and using the penetration testing and other different techniques, we protect our data and communication channels. I think most of the organizations are well aware, and the education level within the technology people and also in the non-technical people are well enough to understand and to control themselves, because they are using different type of gadgets, not only in their professional life, in their personal life, and it is directly giving impact on all type of users. So I think it is crucial, and we are looking after it.
Yes.
Having different controls.
Great point. I'm just continuing the same point with Mr. Thor, that he has mentioned pen testing in a couple of areas, but these are the good practices of our organizations. So with your practical experience, can you share some best practices? Because without implementing best practices, making sure that security is there is very crucial. So can you share some highlight on best practices?
Absolutely. It's exponential expansion, increase in data privacy, data protection is increasingly important. Now, organizations have been investing a lot of time and lot of money or cost in terms of systems, but again, it always comes through internal threats, as is mentioned here. You also need to enable your people to understand what internal threats actually are. Social engineering and a couple of other things. It's very much important that you keep on implementing those measures, controls, and not only on the application level, not on system level, but also infuse it in your culture. Like, मुझे कौन सी email link खोलनी है, कहाँ पे मुझे password share नहीं करना है. And again, though we are very much concerned about cyber security, are we actually giving the due importance to the infosec with banks and other organizations? Massive importance जहाँ पे है, वहाँ पे आपके infosec के department छोटे-छोटे होते हैं, and उसको liability ना समझें, and make a part and parcel of every employee's routine, that it is how much important it is, how much important it is to follow those policies जो कि information security की हैं. See that they keep on upgrading and sharing information among employees is also very much important. Now, organization talk about, this is Sir ne kaha, strategic planning. So we'll also have a strategic planning section where we think 2025 में 2024 में DLP लगा लेंगे, हम यूँ कर लेंगे. At the end of the day, it is very good that you are investing in a system, but also you need to invest in your culture and in your environment as well. The best practice is adaptation, what actually fits for your organization. Not everything have one size fits for all kind of terminology. So putting the right system in place is one thing. Having the people to get enabled to use those systems and have the right equipment to utilize those practices and assets. So I'm a big believer that though I hit IT, but people plays a very important role for any organization. So the investment side also includes that. So this is something that I see in my brief career of 24 years, that in most of the organizations that part is missing. But again, COVID is just one thing that has given us the awareness, or we have come at par to the modern world. आप बैंक्स में चले जाएं, वहाँ पे कभी कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं था कि आप घर से ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में नेटवर्क एक्सेस करें. But when everything closed down, you have to provide those necessities to your workforce so that you can work. Digital transformation के budgets approve कराना एक मुश्किल होती थी. The moment over-the-counter transactions बंद हुई हैं, every bank has a plan for mobile application and internet application and उनकी internet banking की facility की बढ़नी शुरू हो गई. So we always wait for a catastrophe or adversity to advance, but the world obviously is moving forward. So for digital transformation and looking at the modern world, because with whatever stats we have, it's a massive opportunity, but उसके लिए तैयार होने की बहुत ज़रूरी है.
Very true, very true. So you're saying that we need to assess our environment first, and then adopt the right technology, and then adapt it with the environment. Great. So Brigade sir, what do you? We have heard major security incidents now and then, and security is compromising here in Pakistan as well. So what do you think that what role government should play in enhancing cybersecurity measures, especially for Pakistan industry?
Basically, cybersecurity is important for sustainable growth. So it's a thing which is a fact. Now realizing how we can incorporate this thing into our environment. So what one finds that at the moment we have a national cybersecurity policy where cyber center of excellences were established all over Pakistan. So that those centers, they provide you various type of labs which are undertaking research and development for malware analysis, for pen testing, for sort of various solutions which contribute to make a complete cybersecurity package. So this is the initiative at the government level, which is already in place from last 4 years. So Air University is one of the leading university which is having the cyber center of excellence. This is with regards to the government's initiatives. Now coming over to what cybersecurity actually means. Cybersecurity is protecting that we need to improve cyber awareness. We need to develop a culture where, for the purpose of sustainable growth, we are able to use the systems which can protect us and can give confidence to our customers in Pakistan and to the people across the world that we have an environment which provides equal security and they can make safe and secure transactions in our environment. So the more secure you are, the more connected you are. And just a word on your question regarding the COVID. COVID provided us a great opportunity. We learned that we can use various means to keep the topmost level of security while remaining at home, and we can still get the work. So this is what cyber security provided to the Fortune 500 companies, the opportunity. Now they are able to get the work from their clients, from their employees, without making them to come to office. So this is a cultural change which has come, and to me it is the cyber security which brought in this. With regards to my last reply, I would just like to say what I was taught in the strategic planning part was strategic plan is the most difficult thing. We need to invest to learn how to make that. And once we make the strategic plan, it covers all tangible and intangibles. In our environment, it is difficult. Once you see the infrastructure where you are facing electricity problem, you think of digital transformation, you have to go for a complete chain of uninterrupted power supply range. So this is how I meant the strategic plan. I never meant that you make a plan which resides in the books. So those plans which reside in the books, those are not strategic plans. Those are normally the plans of the governments of the third world countries which are never executed. And those are termed as a strategic plan for next 40 years, 30 years. Companies do not make that. You have to make it for 5 years, or the short-term objectives are for 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, and then 5 years. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So every panelist is actually discussing COVID, because COVID taught us how to convert threats into opportunities. So coming back to Vasa, for focusing again on organizational culture, because culture is actually resistance. We can manage devices easily, but we manage people. Managing people is even difficult comparatively. So what do you think that building a robust cyber security culture, what kind of challenges we have and how we can cope up with them within our organizations?
Awareness starts from awareness. You need to create and emphasize the awareness, why it's needed. Even if it is cyber security or anything you talk about digital transformation. So generally it's about making people realize that without this we cannot survive. And that's what where the things starts from. Then it's a layered structure. You need to lay the foundation of a proper data center, server structure, Wi-Fi, IoTs, and all the different devices which combines together. We talk about SD-WAN, which evolves from MPLS, which was lesser secure than now what SD-WAN is. So this is a layered implementation and comes first with the culture. And then you need to create awareness. Awareness is about what we do actually, we provide monthly training sessions to our employees with respect to cyber security. And it is mandatory to attend all those training sessions. And if they're not, so the case will be reported to their managers. So they need to complete all those trainings, entire organization, who are the white collars, the blue collars, right? So this is how, because there are certain things which need to be force, right? Maybe there's sort of a reluctance, but one time will come, they will embrace that, right? So this is my
Great point. So you have a documented approach and you have adopted this approach for training your people. So moving towards artificial intelligence, because artificial intelligence is a buzzword at this point of time. So AI adoption is everywhere and it's very fast. So looking ahead, what are the key trends in developing AI applications you believe we have some impact upon?
It is just started, as I am user of IoT and a sort of AI touch in it, and in respect to the decision making of asset management and preventive maintenance system, but not full-fledged that I can say. But literally AI is really very important, and the footprint of whatever we are doing in Pakistan and the different forums are here, they are giving awareness and working on it. It is just on initial stage, but it is penetrating in our market, and people are realizing that they should include, because the AI implementation over here is a thought of that we can install few online applications and do some artificial intelligence in respect of digital creation of data and the images, but the artificial intelligence working in all over the world is totally different. They are taking different type of decisions in respect of their data which they are getting from ML and their IoT devices and different that. So a sort of it we are using in our weaving machines, that whatever the data we are getting from the machine, so we are taking different decisions of it, but we have implemented some artificial intelligence layers in it. On the basis of this, few corrections automatically measures also not only there, but also we have implemented some in our different type of application layers. We are working on it, and few of the systems and application we adopted of the model of Pakistani that they are using in our IP telephony system, which is automatically recoverable using artificial intelligence. Right? Different type of approaches we have, but it will take some time in our market that we learn that how artificial intelligence implement in our organizations and how it works. More awareness is required. People must understand that the most important part of that, the technical team or technical gurus must realize their stakeholders that how we can implement it and how we can get good results from it in respect of the decision making using artificial intelligence.
So definitely it takes some time. But good to hear that organizations have already implemented, they have initiated this talk. So moving towards Fasa, can you share some insights of practical AI applications, and do you think that we need to focus on agile implementation because you are the subject matter expert on agile as well?
Thank you. See, few of the industries I've worked in have already adopted to a certain level, as mentioned earlier. Because it is a new concept. For example, healthcare, they've already adopted it for diagnosis and other purposes. Similarly, banks have already started to use that for certain of their risk evaluation and even to some part of the cloud thing as well. But again, everything comes to what Zusab said. You have to be very clear in terms of your strategic vision, what you want to achieve with technology is a tool. Generative AI or AI is just a mean to get there. So if I exactly know what I need to get, whether it's tangible or intangible, I would be able to use it accordingly. So now we are into, most of the industries are actually in the exploration phase because they are actually exploring what they can achieve and what heights they can reach with the use of technology. So some are experimenting, some are just thinking, and some are in the process of researching. But whether it's waterfall or whether agile, it always comes to once you have the plan and how quick you want to implement it. Because agile has its own set of requirements, people, culture, and also adaptability to implement and also change how quickly you're adaptable to change as well. So I would say take some moment before you exactly know where you want to go, and then embark on the journey and use a methodology or select a methodology, whether a convention or agile. So if it suits you, just do it.
Moving towards Brigadier Sir. Brigadier Sir, AI adoption is already there. Tools are there, like we have Copilot, Gemini, and many tools we are using right now. But there must be some ethical boundaries. So drawing some ethical boundaries for AI application is necessary or not, and what kind of ethical considerations should organizations see while developing or deploying AI applications?
It's a very good question actually, because AI in itself would not carry any ethical boundaries. So if you understand intelligence has both the elements. It can lead you for a negative thing, and that intelligence will contribute there, and for the positive thing, and it will contribute there. If you're a frequent user of ChatGPT or any other such application, you'll find that it remains neutral in many ways, and it actually is based on a approach where it actually leads you towards the positive side of the ethics. But unfortunately, technology has no religion, no ethics, and the technology world is also very ruthless. So one has to guard the technology which you have, and then you have to also see the right time at which it is to be launched and you have to also ensure that it remains valuable as per your plan. So AI being something which is which starts with machine learning, you have various types of algorithms, you have various types of searches, you have elastic, you have neural net. So everything gives you a certain capability. So this capability cannot be, restricted for only positive purpose. So if one is capable, he can use it for negative purpose. But just coming over to what AI can do for us, the important thing is what we can do without AI. In this age, if we are unable to understand what AI can do for us, we will be left behind. So we need to understand, we cannot, even one has to transform from the legacy systems and needs to move on and move while using AI. It will take you very less time. I have done some implementations for very difficult systems where the data was picked in binaries and it was then presented in sort of different graphs. So if it is AI based, it's only a matter of minutes, and if it is to be done by humans, then it will take you lunar hours. So this is what AI can do, and with request with regards to your main point, positive or negative, I think so. We have the brains, and brains can use for either purpose.
Technology doesn't create us; we create technology. Moxa, with your practical experience, one side we have human capabilities, and on the other hand we have AI capabilities. So, what do you think that AI can enhance human capabilities, and how we have to maximize this area?
So, like this, AI cannot enhance human knowledge itself or capability. Via AI, they can enhance the performance and all those things. But you need to start, as I said here also, that once you digitize your processes, that's how what we have done. From manual processes and you digitize it, then you have an abundance of data available within your capacity. And overall, those data you can put AI forecasting your future. Either you forecast anything with regards to your sales itself, the way what we have done from the last 3 years, our post-COVID, what we implemented, sort of a scenario where we were struggling to see how much imports we required to fulfill our sales orders, our finished products, ref, split AC, microwave oven and all. We were struggling. We used to do it manually in Excel sheets. So we used that historic data, which was available in our old legacy Oracle, ERP, and then in SAP itself. We merged all those data, apply it on the AI side, put it on an AI algorithm, start learning, to put different conditions, and ultimately it's now able to give us 5 years projection that amount you need to import as a raw material. You sell that amount of product in your coming 5 years. So that is the wonder what AI can do. And that was, we were unable to do so. And instead, the radius of it will take lunar years. Do it, if you do it by your own self. So, and obviously the capability is also needed. So, if you talk about capabilities, enormous capability is available in Pakistan for implementing all those setups. Either you talk about positively or negatively, right? So AI is being implemented, followed all across the world, maybe negatively or positively, but it's up to us. But it's easy to implement it here but you need light data, abundance amount of data, and if you have that data digitized, then you could put AI easily with a blink of minutes, you can have the results. And we did it.
Great insights from all the panelists, and thank you for the insightful discussion. And with this, we conclude our session, and we have explored a range of technologies today. But we need to remember one thing, that the importance of collaboration between the teams, innovation, and the power of continuous learning. This will also plays a key role in shaping the future of IT industry in Pakistan. And we hope that our discussion will lead to actions, because everywhere we have only discussions and talking only. So we lead these discussions to actions for a better Pakistan, inshallah. Thank you once again. Thank you so much.